All right, ambiguous case, this is going to be example number 2. Just a quick refresher. Ambiguous case is the potential for more than one triangle. It only happens if we have a side, and an angle. So we have to have this look to it. We have the side and the angle across from each other and then one additional side. And then we'll talk about our scenarios that we got. So just because you have two sides and an angle doesn't mean that you have side angle situation. However, you have the side and the angle across from it. So you have side angle. So we're going to draw a picture. Always start with that. And again, I draw my picture a certain way 100% of the time, and I do it on purpose. I make this piece not connect because this is my potential side that swings and creates two triangles. So with that, I make this my 783, and my side angle across from it is 74.3 degrees. And that forces this side and this angle to be angle A, and that's 859. So that would be angle C. Okay, so let's see what situation we got going on here. What we're looking for is this A. And very first thing is, if A is bigger than C, it's too big, it'd have to be way out here, and if it swings, it wouldn't even create a second triangle. All right, so that is not the situation. That this side is actually smaller than this side, so there's potential that it swings and creates two triangles. So the next thing is a Goldilocks thing. That A needs to be somewhere in between these two values. All right, so that's what we're looking for. It is A just right. It's not too big, it's not too small, it's just right. So A is going to be somewhere in between these two. If it is, then we have an ambiguous case. So what we need to figure out is the height. So what we're going to do is we drop this down and we solve for H. Now when we solve for H, we are going to make a right triangle out of this, and we are going to basically treat this like it's a right triangle. So I'm going to solve for H right there. So if I'm going to solve for H, I'm going to use sine, because I'm going to do SOHCAHTOA type of stuff because it's just a right triangle. So sine is going to be opposite over hypotenuse from there. So I need to figure out the height, so that's what we're going to do. So let me do that in a different color. We're going to do sine of 74.3 degrees is going to be our H over 859. And then we're going to multiply 859 over to the other side. And we're going to plug that into the calculator. So if we cancel that, we plug this into the calculator, that gets our height to be about 827. So that 827 is the smallest that this side of the triangle can be in order for it to swing, because if it's exactly 827, this piece would have to line perfectly straight up and down. So 783 is too small. It's too short. It would just swing and never connect. So as far as kind of the Goldilocks reference, this is too small. It's not just right, right? So we don't have a triangle. That's all that means. 783 is too small. So we have no triangle. That's it. So that was example number 2 related to the ambiguous case. So the first one we did, the side was too big. The second one we're doing, the side is too small. So you could probably guess it, that our third one that we're going to do, our side is going to be just right. So we'll do that in the next one, and that one's going to be a little bit of a longer process because you're literally going to you're going to create two triangles, and there's a little bit of math involved in that one. So we'll do that on the next example.